from the Rogers residence. I'm Mark Rogers, and this is United Way of Abilene 101. And I'm a current board member for the 2012-2013 year. If you hear babies crying in the background, my apologies. It is about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and I'm just going to kind of briefly go over some of the things that a lot of people already know and may not know about the United Way and how it works and functions in the Abilene area in this region, 19 county, contiguous county region. First of all, as a board this year, we've decided instead of going out and only asking people to make that gift to the campaign, and the campaign usually runs in the fall, that we're going to use the off-season time as a time of information giving and relationship building, and to go out into the community and just talk to people and get to know people and a lot of our donors and businesses that help us, volunteers, so we can be better equipped when that campaign does come, to know what to ask of who and who needs the most help and all those kinds of things. So it's all relationship based. So who we are, we all come from different places, and you can follow along. We can overlap a PowerPoint or follow along with provided handouts. We come from different places. We come to different conclusions, but when we come together, we can improve lives, and that's really, that improved lives is really kind of the whole. If you could boil it down to two words, that's what the United Way of Abilene does. Children succeed in school. We want to make sure families gain financial stability and be independent. The health of our neighbors, and that's really what we're trying to do and accomplish. Our mission, just like I said, is to improve lives, and the way we do that is by mobilizing the caring power of the West Central Texas area. And we're going to kind of break those two sections down: improve lives here, and then mobilizing the caring power, and how we do that is kind of the second part. So what we do is improve lives, and I already kind of mentioned education, income, stability, and health, and kind of breaking those down. With income, we want self-sufficient adults. We want adults who can work and make money and take care of their kids and pay their bills, and assist families going from assistance-based living to being financially independent. We want affordable child care that provides growth opportunities and prepares kids for school, which kind of goes into that education part of it. Resources to assist families' ability to budget for housing, utilities, transportation, access to emergency or transitional housing, security, quality of life for community members. That's including the elderly. So that's the income part of it. Improve lives through education. We want our students to succeed. We want students to graduate, be ready for work, be ready for higher education. We want our children to be safe, secure, and have responsible, caring adults in their lives. You can kind of see that they all kind of interact with each other. And then health is a third component of how our mission to improve lives is access to medical dental services, to nutritious meals and food, healthy food, and resources to help people cope with the various challenges that they may be going through. Okay, so that's what we do. That's improve lives. Okay, so how do we do it? This is by mobilizing the caring power of West Central Texas. Okay, that's easy to say. Okay, we're going to mobilize caring power. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, we build, strengthen, and develop community resources and partnerships. We are a trusted partner across sectors. We recruit volunteers, businesses, organizations, secure commitments for action to connect people, expertise, and resources. So it's really a community-wide event. We really can't do it by ourselves. We've got to have relationships with, we say community resources and partnerships. That's businesses, that's universities, that's individuals, anybody that has a passion to help. That's who we want to partner with to help us fulfill our mission. It's not about the United Way. The United Way is not a single entity organization working independently. It has to have the help of the community, or it won't work. We will not be able to fulfill our mission. Kind of expanding on the partners We already mentioned volunteers who share not just money, but time, experience, skills, references. People know people, and it just kind of grows from there. Businesses lend resources, personnel. Nonprofits, churches, universities, government organizations provide services and expertise, and individual donors and business investors, as we said. Money is a big part of it. We have a campaign. Our goal is typically somewhere in the $2 million range, which we've successfully raised over the last few years. But it's not just about the money. In fact, more importantly, it's about those relationships and those partnerships, because without those, there is no money. There is no resource allocation to help all these organizations that United Way helps in West Central Texas. So it is more than just fundraising, as I just said. It's not just investment. It's not just give money and just kind of watch it happen. And there's really a charity aspect there. There's a philanthropy, helping out our fellow man. It's not just siloed. We're going to help these people over here, and then this group is going to only help over here. I mean, it's an integrated help. The outcomes, I think actually, let's go back one. I believe I said that wrong. It's not just charity. I switched that up. It's not just charity where you give and forget about it. It's an investment, and when you make an investment, you get a return on the investment, and that's what it is. So investment over charity. We're integrated, not just siloed. I mean, you saw that we improve lives, health, education, financial stability. It all kind of connects. And we're looking for outcomes. We're not just helping agencies and saying, okay, you're doing this by yourself and you're doing a good thing. We want to see the outcomes. We want to see numbers on graduation rates and how many people have gone from, like the example I used earlier, financial assistance to financial independence. And you said, Rudy, go clicking away. He needs a nail clipping. And then again, it's not just about the transaction. It's not just about money passing hands. We're going to raise money and then we pass it here and that's it. It's really about the relationships, and that's really what this board is trying to focus on and really highlight in the 2012-2013 year and moving forward. So stewardship, United Way as an organization, as a board, we are open and accountable. We want to be very transparent. The local board, we govern activities, dollars stay local. 98.7% of the money raised will stay in West Central Texas, and we are governed by local volunteers. Everyone on the board is a community member, an active community member. The other 1.3% goes for like branding, the United Way, marketing, some of the very important research, donors, data, and things like that that are very important in a fundraising campaign. Local volunteers direct community dollars through application process to programs that demonstrate results. So you got all these organizations out here that would like help, and we can't help everybody that needs help. We want to be very focused on helping those organizations that are doing a good job of reporting those measurable outcomes and being accountable for the funds that they are receiving. So there's an application process, and we kind of figure out, okay, what organization really is aligned with our mission of how we've defined how we're going to improve lives in the community. Programs receiving United Way dollars send quarterly reports, financials, program updates, so there's constant accountability. The audit IRS 990, the United Way's 990 is available to the public, as are all nonprofit 990s. The annual report to the community is distributed at the annual meeting in newspaper and online. So resources, you can join our mobile team. I actually did this today. You text CONNECT to 80088, and then you reply yes to that. That's the important part. And our website is www.unitedwayabilene.org. So really what we're really trying to focus on is improving lives by mobilizing the caring power of West Central Texas. And we really want to focus more on the broad general scope of doing that, and the individual organizations that we're helping and what they're doing is extremely important. But we don't want to take away from what they're doing by saying that we're really behind the power of what they're doing, how they're helping people. We want to just really focus on that broad sense that we are building relationships with community partnerships, and we are improving lives by using what's around us. You know, it's really easy to win in sports, for instance, if you're surrounded by other great players. You can put a great player on an average team, and that team is still average. So really, to be a great organization, you've got to be surrounded by great partners and great volunteers and donors and all the people that we have relationships with. And we really feel like we have that here in Abilene, and we just want to focus more on those relationships as we move forward into the 2012 to 2013 campaign. So thank you for your time and watching, and good night.